When my sister was diagnosed with ALS, it was the one diagnosis that I had prayed that it wouldn't be. Had it been something, even multiple sclerosis or even brain cancer for that matter, at least there was a treatment. There was some hope as opposed to a diagnosis of ALS. But on the day of her diagnosis, I went to her home and I promised her that day that I would be with her every step of the way, and that whatever she was going to face, she wasn't going to do it alone. So my sister, Carla, she was simply the best. I am 6 years older than she was. And so our relationship at first was very much a bit like a surrogate mom. As we moved into adulthood, I admired her, even though she was the little sister. I looked up to her. I was really proud of who she was and everything she did. She loved to travel. She was a phenomenal grade 1 teacher whose students and the parents of students loved her. She had a short life, but she touched a lot of people in that short life and made a huge impact. ALS stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It is a progressive neurodegenerative disease. People diagnosed with ALS will lose their ability to walk, talk, chew, swallow, and eventually breathe. You know, she lived at home with her husband, but he had to work. Not everybody would be able to perhaps leave their job to care for a loved one. I was very fortunate that I was able to do it. The caregiving responsibilities changed over time. At first, I was there for emotional support to help her navigate this new reality, whether it was filling out forms with ALS Canada or making appointments with a lawyer to draw up a will. That soon progressed to a greater involvement in her activities of daily living. So everything from preparing her for the day, helping her brush her teeth, wash her face, dress her, help her to toilet, shower, basically all the things that you and I take for granted that we do for ourselves, she lost the ability to do. And I tried to provide a solution for every loss until eventually there are no more solutions. When my sister made the decision to access MAID, we were devastated. And yet she was elated because she knew that there was an end in sight. I asked her because I was worried that she felt she was a burden. She assured us that that wasn't the case. She had lost control of everything in her life. And this was the one thing that she was still in control of. It was the only selfish thing she ever did. And it wasn't even selfish. I use that term loosely. I feel terrible to say that because she was the most selfless person I have ever known. But she did what was best for her. I looked after Carla for 19 months. And she's been gone for 3 years. And I miss her every day. You know, physically you heal. You know, perhaps that little backache, maybe that I had from transferring her, you know, that disappears. You rest. But mentally, it changed me for sure. I would say one of the overwhelming feelings, besides the void that she left, was guilt. Funny enough. because you look back, and despite everything you did, you wonder if it was enough. I tried to keep life as normal as possible for her for as long as possible, right up until the end. And in some ways, I guess, I'm grateful for it in that I got to spend that time with Carla, and it's something I will never regret. I would do it again. I would do it again.